Welcome here on this beautiful lacrosse morning here in La Crosse, Indiana, in this lacrosse media day. Next year will be Tri-Township. So Candace, how's it going?
It's going. It's cold.
I bet. So how are you dealing with the cold environment here?
I'm just wearing batting gloves and hoping for the best.
Okay. Sure. So when you're hitting into this and stuff like that, what can you learn and take that into a little bit warmer situation for Tuesday, against Winamac?
Oh gosh, what was the question?
So how can you take this cold environment you have today, this kind of fun environment, and improve your game for when Winamac comes in?
I mean, it kind of gives us a chance to have fun as a team, before we have to take a game seriously and everything like that. And it's also a time where you can work on things because you can make mistakes in a game like this because it's for fun. You don't have to worry about it being on the record. You can take the mistakes you make here and kind of fix them.
Absolutely. Okay. So, how fun is it down there?
It's kind of fun. We go on a roll and then sit there and cheer. It's actually kind of fun. I like it, even though it's snowing in March.
For sure, absolutely. So, when you're kind of in this environment, how does your body adjust when it starts getting a little bit warmer?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm used to playing in the cold. Usually I don't wear a hoodie or anything. Usually I'm in short sleeves. So for me, it doesn't really bother me. But I mean, obviously if we can throw good in the cold, we can definitely throw good when it's warmer.
Absolutely. So where do you think, kind of practicing every day, where do you think your team's at this point?
We still have a lot of work to do, obviously. I mean, it's still only a month of practicing, really. I mean, we just have a lot of improvements to make in terms of outfield tracking, backing up bases, just infield getting our throws where we need to and knowing where to go, because obviously not every position is going to have to make the same plays sometimes. So it's just about, we still have a lot of work to do, but I mean, I definitely think that we're better than we were last year when we started out. But
so, who are you most on this revenge tour that you guys are going to have this year? Most ready to X out, and a W end of the day.
Oh gosh. Honestly, I'd like to play South Central again, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, the last game we played against them, I pitched a good game. Our team played a good game. We had good plays that we hadn't had at the beginning of the season. So I would really like to take that 3-0 and turn it around.
Absolutely. So pitching against a lineup like that, what kind of things do you go into the game thinking?
Honestly, you just have to go in and think that you're doing it for your team and yourself. I mean, you can't really worry about the people that are watching. You can't worry about the people that are in the stands or whatever. You kind of have to worry about the batter. And I mean, a lot of the things you have to focus on is where they're standing, how they're hitting, if they're pulling the ball. I mean, there's a bunch of different things that go into it, but
absolutely,
you just got to focus on the batter and do your best to pitch it in there. Okay,
solid answer. So when you're pitching and stuff like that, what's the mental game kind of like?
You just got to be tough, honestly. I mean, you can't let other teams get to you, and a lot of teams will try. A lot of teams will cheer against you. You kind of just got to tune it out, put up a brick wall, and focus on the batter in front of you and your catcher.
Okay. So when you're in the kind of that zone and stuff like that, so what kind of gets you into there?
Honestly, just focusing on my catcher, focusing on my pitches, knowing what's working and what's not will definitely help me stay in there. And I mean, a lot of what I do is I try and focus on like more of the things that I'm doing right instead of wrong, because that kind of helps you, remember that you're still doing something correct.
Sure. So, what kind of pitches do you throw?
I can throw a rise, obviously a fastball. I can throw a curve and a screw, and I'm currently working to improve my changeup and a drop. But
so, kind of walk us through the mechanics of a good rise ball.
Honestly, a lot of it's focusing on your fingers, what your fingers are doing before they get to your release point specifically. I mean, your fingers are what position the ball into place before you release. So a lot of it's focusing on your fingers, making sure that when you're coming under and throwing, you're actually pulling up on the ball instead of just releasing it.
Okay, we're going to go into the hot corner now. So what is your favorite snack, baseball or softball edition?
Sunflower seeds, specifically the ranch ones.
Okay, going with the classic. I like it. Okay, so what is your favorite sports movie?
My what?
Favorite sports movie?
Oh, I forget what it's called. It's a baseball movie, and it's about, I think, Jackie Robinson, maybe?
42.
42, that's what it is. I couldn't remember the name of it, but I knew what it was about. But I like that movie. It's a really good movie.
Sure. Okay. So, what do you kind of like doing in your free time?
Softball. That's what my free time really consists of, is pitching and working on that.
So, let's see here. What kind of some things that you kind of just like you get loose? Like, how do you get loose during a game or before a game?
I mean, obviously stretching, but I think it's just like before a game, it's nice to kind of also like have a little fun before a game, start laughing, cracking jokes and stuff that kind of helps you like loosen up a little bit and not take things so like tensely.
Right, sure. Okay, glad to meet you. Okay.
My hands are cold, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I still can't bend.
Okay, so please subscribe on RCSBN 1, okay, because all the games will be broadcast on there and our website, Regan Scoring Sports Network, okay, and all your interviews and everything here on Lacrosse Media Day will be on there as well, okay, so did a great job, okay, so please subscribe down below, okay, and stay froggy, my friends.